Yes.
Well, hello, everyone.
Greetings. What happened last time?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, the Despoiler has pulled himself out of the ashes and is very, very upset, as we can see.
I would be too if I'd been laying under a giant flaming rock for several days.
I seldom have control of Billy.
I mean, Chris, wouldn't you be upset if you'd been stuck under a giant flaming rock for multiple days?
What new friends, what new enemies will the team run into?
All of them?
Dragon Ball Z. No, I'm kidding.
This is not Dragon Ball Z.
So, back to the forest, where Mr. B dunked his head into the water, and suddenly, Billy remembered a very important thing.
Hey!
That that Rampage should be able to control him.
Yeah! Finally!
For those probably looking at the roles, because I discovered that some of the people that do this, realize that, sometimes the players can't see the dice, or the dice doesn't correlate to anything. So I've included my roles for into the video.
Okay.
So those looking at the roles, Nick tried to climb a tree. He got licked by a squirrel, and is now on a rampaging revenge trip to defeat that squirrel. While Dan tried to climb a tree, and he didn't quite make it.
Yes. The squirrel will in fact die a horrible death at my hands, and then be in our morning stew.
And also, we found out at...
And also, we're all standing around a lake
we found out that
Nick
Nick is a professional torturer.
This is true. I am very good at torturing people.
There's also a spinny thing that we definitely spun, and we gained a greater understanding of spinning.
Yes.
It's true.
Really? Tell me more about the spinning thing.
Yes.
Well,
yes, it's
spinning
right,
thing was spinning.
It's right there. And it's spinning. As such, we have a better understanding of spinning.
Yes, spinning object. Yes. You've learned much about spinning.
Spinning! Okay, so I saw them trying to get these eggs.
Okay.
So Billy saw them trying to get the eggs. And then Billy attempts
That was more of a 4-game joke.
No. Billy attempts this.
Billy just effortlessly floats up the tree.
And he grabs all the eggs.
Wizardry.
He just grabs all the eggs.
He may have actually went and made a run, and he pretended that he was running up the tree. There may have been Black Phillips involved.
Okay, and he grabs all the eggs.
This map is still causing me to crash for no reason.
Okay, and he grabs all the eggs, and he's like, he goes over to Nick and says,
"No, I don't actually want the eggs, Rampage.
I saw you wanted these."
Ooh, I'll take them. We can start some omelets cooking right now while we're waiting.
Just for Nick's sake, I'm gonna get rid of the trees for now.
Okay.
Till we figure out why he's crashing.
And they give.
I do have a million texture, ground texture that's going across the entire map.
That may also cause them.
I don't know. It's in my mind, if the hometown thing doesn't crash you every time we go there, I would be.
Oh no,
shocked.
It crashes me all the time.
Okay, because that thing is
map
huge.
is also really, really big, so.
Yeah, and it probably has so many trees you don't even want to know how many trees there are. Just for the purpose of just Nick's sanity, I'm just reducing the trees. Because they're not important. With that, I need to know, do you think the doctor would tell you what he saw?
Yes.
But
No.
probably not everything. If he did.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to take
He told
that
us
group
everything.
vote. And he's
He
going
told
to...
us everything.
The group vote very much differed in opinion in all ways possible.
He told us absolutely everything.
Alright.
And
I don't
if,
think he told us
anyone knows Beason, I would know him because he's my dad. So.
This is true.
Just because you know him does not mean you know his character.
I think the good doctor comes out of the water, stares at y'all. He seems kind of like he's seen a ghost. And then he composes himself. And he suggests maybe we should cancel the trip to the farm.
But we need the seeds.
I'm
I'm
like,
sure there are more
I
important
see.
things we could be doing, Dan.
I say, why? Why? Why?
There's something that must be taken care of. I feel an old
disturbance
friend is
in the
about to
force?
visit us again. Yeah, there we go. I felt a great disturbance in the force. There is something we must see, and there's something we must check.
Has it come out of Flaming Rocks? Near a tower?
You would know about the flaming rocks.
No.
I mean, I
No.
revealed to you as out of character.
No. We know that there was a lot of fire. And I would
No,
assume
well,
there would
see,
be
the thing is,
burning
you
rocks.
physically could not see what you saw. See, does that make sense?
Okay, hang on. Beason is coming up right now, I'm pretty sure. So we can ask him.
Okay, well that...
And he is up right now.
Okay, cool. Nick, go ahead and fire your bow. See if you can hit that squirrel.
Well, no, I'm not actually chasing the squirrel, DJ.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting in front of the lake. It's only something for me to do while I was waiting for the game to start.
You would tell everyone.
Okay. Interesting.
No, you're the only person that saw that.
Well, technically, all he saw was his master telling him that the spoiler was alive.
But we also...
No, well, out of
No,
character.
he came back from the dead.
He didn't come back from the dead.
No, it's called cheating death.
Yeah.
Rampage.
He used the he stole from Minecraft the Totem of Undying, put it in his offhand, and then right before he died, the totem saved his life, and then he's still alive. That's what happened.
So it was revealed...
Orcs just cheat death on a regular basis, Rampage.
Yeah, it was revealed.
You can cut off all of an orc's limbs and he'll still come back.
Well, that's because, Mordor has so many necromancers working under his leadership.
Well, sometimes they just have
by the way, Mr.
they just
B,
have their
we removed
fellow,
some of the forest to try to keep Nick from crashing.
It didn't work.
Little of the forest? What do you mean the whole thing?
Okay,
to
so...
be
I
honest,
removed
DK,
a large
So
portion of it.
we're at a point where something has been revealed to me
And no one else.
and no one else.
Yes.
Okay.
And I asked the party. Well, see, technically everyone knows out of character, so it's not like it's like secret.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if your character would reveal everything or speak in riddles, because normally that's what you do sometimes. Is you make suggestions and that something important is happening. You may not give all of the information.
I do.
Yes.
Okay. So where are we headed right now?
So right now you were heading up to see the woodlands to get seeds for the farmer. Farmer's with you. So
Okay.
you're
And then we're
essentially
looking at-
east
visit
of the
this thing
village.
on the way. Yeah. Okay. So I bring my head up out of the water.
Okay.
It looks very somber. And I stare off into the distance.
He's
And
not
then-
animal 20.
Did you have a good drink?
I'm trying to think of what song to sing.
No, I'm just like,
And so
did you
I
have a
say,
nice drink?
it seems our troubles at the New Mirkwood are not over. Do we even know the Despoiler, right? That was his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
The Despoiler is alive.
Okay, Chris, with this, I'm going to turn directly to the farmer,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, Sir, we're going to escort you back to the village, and then we're going to leave you there because we have more important things to do. Because I think you would prefer the village remain standing.
Farmer looks curious. Who's the spoiler?
He's an orc.
No, and
A bad
A very unhappy
I
orc.
hear this, and I'm just like, come on out, we'll kill you in 2 seconds.
Come on.
We may have tried to kill this particular orc at one point.
Problems keeping him down.
Yes.
It's hard to keep a good orc down.
Yeah.
Even if he's an orchid, you absolutely despise and wish he never existed in the first place.
Well, the seeds can wait then. Why don't we,
So I
head back.
remind everyone. Well, okay. As soon as the farmer turns around, and I remind everyone that the spoiler doesn't really know about us.
True.
He did see
He
you,
knows about the
though.
orcs.
He did see us, but he doesn't really know what we are or why we're there or what was happening.
And
He
we were
just knows that we
prisoners.
escaped.
He doesn't know that we lived.
So there may not be a direct threat to the town, but he's going to be pretty unhappy, and maybe we should. We need to certainly warn Archaeus, and maybe our.
Is it?
I think we should warn it. I think we should speak to a certain
Marked one?
friend who's rather close to this situation.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm sure he would be able to assist us with this particular problem.
Yep, because orcish magic, strongest magic.
So I'm glad I gave you a new catchphrase.
See, Rampage, just remember, once you convince enough people of that, it becomes fact.
Yes, and that is what I will do.
Clearly
I
how
will
that
force
works.
him into thinking. That is
So
his
right
strength.
now you are, right now you're northeast of the village. You could head back south and then west to return to the encounter map where you first saw the marked one earlier this day.
Yeah, I feel we can do that.
Yeah, I think that would be the
If
good logical
we're
thing to
having
do.
trouble
Because
finding him, I have ways of doing so.
Whistle while you work.
what? What?
Whistle while you work.
I'll be honest, Chris, removing the trees has in no way helped me.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's causing the problem then.
Probably all those 500 million dots on the ground.
I wonder if it's the giant texture on the map.
I'll be honest with you, it's the
Because the
I think
same.
it's the 500 million dots on the ground.
It's the same
Yeah,
one
the
that we use everywhere else, so I guess it could cause an issue. You want me to see if I
And
can?
it's constantly crashing.
I don't know.
Much like the other.
It might just be that it's unhappy today, though.
All right, I'll get rid of the texture. It's not a big deal. How's that?
That's fine for now.
Okay.
I'll
Oh
have to wait a bit
wow,
and see if
it's much
I'll have to
faster
wait.
on my computer.
See, that texture doesn't
Oh
cause
my
me any
God.
problems whatsoever, but yeah, it's literally like a 2,000 pixel graphic that I made for the ground.
See, if Dan is already reporting better performance, then my small little iPad is probably much happier.
A lot happier.
Probably. I'll keep that in mind to not use that texture as often then. So I have two. I have a low-res one and I have a high-res one. And the only difference between
Why did Dan just randomly leave?
Man, he got so much performance increase that his Skype crashed.
It was so good, and it was actually bad.
Okay, yeah, I feel that we can head back towards where we saw the marked one.
Don't we want to escort our farmer back first?
Well, that basically will take
that
you
would
back to
take
the
longer.
village anyway.
Yeah.
So the marked one is on the way. Just remember, we encountered him along the journey to here, so...
Question, Dan, are you still with us?
No, he's out of the
Dude.
call.
He is not with us yet.
So something that So when we were right next to each other, like face to face, our characters, it kind of looked like our sword. We had one person had 4 swords, and the other had none. It was weird.
When the swords combine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess let's go see the marked one.
Let's go orc hunting.
But not to kill. Yeah.
Probably the least violent episode, right?
Yep.
No. Actually, we could make it the least violent.
So,
episode.
Mr. B, have you exited the water yet?
Yeah, I thought we were leaving.
Oh,
Ready?
okay. Then an arrow comes across the ground.
Oh, what?
An arrow.
Which way?
Oh, there's someone in the trees.
Yeah, they're Beason.
Oh, more.
They're all invisible. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there.
Oh,
Hello. Sorry. My computer crashed.
See, I shouldn't have deleted the texture. It causes all those problems.
I think mine was just my video card being annoying.
so, Mr. B, do you think these are woodsmen, or do you think this problem is my fault?
I think it's yours.
But before my computer crashed, it was a lot faster.
Well, that's good.
Oh.
It was so good at it, and it was
Hello.
bad. So I see him.
So all these people start
Uh.
popping up, right?
I see this person here.
Trying to see who they are.
You think they're humanoid. They're definitely humans.
Humans. Are they nice though?
It's a pretty poor roll. Huh?
Yeah,
I
was
will
kinda
greet them. And say,
DK, can I roll to see if I know who they are?
Oh yeah, definitely go for it.
What am I rolling?
You can roll anything that might give you lore of the region or any kind of intelligence check.
Is perception okay?
You can attempt to do perception, yes.
Okay. You need to add another 3 to this because my perception is doubled while in wilderness.
Okay.
So.
By the way, the
Okay,
red
don't
line
try
I'm
to
drawing
do
is to
something.
remind y'all that, the trees are still there.
Yeah, but Billy tried to do the same thing
I rolled an 18 total.
here.
You believe that these, from their clothing and the way you hear them speak, these are not civilized men. They may even be wild men.
Okay.
Okay, so
It's not my fault then.
Billy,
I'd like to do shadow lore and see if they might be evil.
Wow.
You rolled a natural 20.
And only got 19.
You apparently have a negative intelligence score.
Only for most things. Yes, I have negative intelligence.
They do not work for the shadow.
Oh, okay.
That does not necessarily mean that their intentions are good.
No, but they're not shadow. That's my main concern.
Chris, would you
Okay.
suggest rolling
So,
history or nature?
I would say history.
Okay. That's good, because I'm better at that.
I'm gonna
Yes, doctor.
roll.
Yeah, I got a 17.
You remember the wild men and elves have a kind of questionable history.
Oh.
You're pretty sure there's something sore. You're not exactly sure what it was or what happened, but you know that back a long time ago, the Wildmen didn't like elves very much.
Wait,
I
so
kinda
Rampage
walk out-
knows this. Rampage character knows this.
You don't know who they are yet. I kind of walk out and greet them.
Oh my.
I'm gonna roll anything on that.
Feel free to roll a charisma check.
I'm gonna do. Because you can't roll straight charisma, right? So I'm gonna roll.
No, you can roll
Yep.
straight charisma.
Oh, there it is. I just. Yeah.
Ooh.
Should be 15, right?
16!
16.
You
62.
notice that a lot of them are pointing at Rampage, and some of the other ones are pointing at Dan. And while you attempted your most earnest greeting and attempt to kind of sway them from any hostile action, your words meant nothing to them. And now
Mr.
some
B.
of them are kind of mocking some of your gestures that you made.
Mr. B, what languages do you know?
All of them. As a scholar, I can speak all something in all.
Good
of them.
news, though. On these guys' character sheet, their language was nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
Anyway, so
So,
how about we just head on where we're going
Slaughter
and
them?
hope they don't bother us?
Okay, no, I rolled to see if I
So-
know who they are.
I tell Rampage and Dan to there's lots of trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's trees everywhere.
Do you want us to vanish?
Yeah.
And with
We
as
do
you
get
guys-
advantage. Uh-huh.
Oh, they get supreme advantage near trees. Just to
I
kind of warn
believe-
you.
No, I'm wondering if we shouldn't kind of show disarminess, in a sense.
I
They're
think
jumping out of the
I think that-
trees now, and they're making approaches for Rampage and Dan.
I
Alright,
suggest
so
we
now,
all
by
attempt
now,
to
I
move
know
away.
who they are.
Uh,
By
I-
now, I know who they are because they're like directly in front of me. I kind of go behind Nick, and I'm like,
I-
"Go for Nick instead."
They won't affect.
Yeah,
They're going to pick you over Nick every time.
You know what I think I would do? I'm going to physically grab Rampage, and I'm going to hold him, and I'm going to walk this way with him.
What?
That-
And
There,
as though he is my captive, I'm going to walk this way with him.
there are trees all over on this left-hand side of the road, right?
Oh yeah.
So
I
my
tried to
vote
draw
is
a red
bandit.
line to make them.
I don't see a red line.
I see no red line.
I see a red line.
Where?
There, there,
No, that's on
there.
their health. Not the red line where the trees are.
I know why you all can't see it. I bet you
So-
can see it now. Can you see it now?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's what the trees are?
Yeah.
It's not very much.
That's a very interesting line.
Yeah, I need to draw another one,
Oh,
apparently. But
That's much better.
That's a much better line.
That's
That
a lot
first
more
line just looked like some sort of combination between a trapezoid, a rectangle, and a star.
Yeah. The sideways dog.
Wait, wouldn't you have to make a strength check
No. So,
for picking
No,
me up?
because you're willing. No, because you're willing.
I don't know if I would be willing though.
I would like to mention these guys don't have as much armor as the orcs do.
But they're not necessarily evil, and I don't feel
yeah,
like
we can't
attacking
just
them.
fight them.
Yeah, I
So I
don't
guess-
want
No,
to
no,
kill
I
them.
didn't say they were like they just don't serve the Dark Lord. They might serve someone else that's evil.
Well, okay, still don't want to kill them necessarily.
we don't
wanna
get
shoot
to
'em!
just kill humans.
Well, we don't just
You
get to kill
could
anyone.
choose. You could choose to attack them with the unarmed. I'm sorry, not armed. Unlethal, where you would hit them to knock them out.
Unconsciousness. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we also don't want to be the first ones to strike. So,
It's hard to knock someone unconscious with an arrow.
Yeah, interesting enough though, as it was explained to me in D&D rules, there's a whole set where suddenly a arrow can become non-lethal.
so Rampage, Dan, hi.
So
I already rolled stealth.
I tell Nick, let me down. He lets me down. And I just go very far to the back of the trees.
You realize that would actually
Try
probably put you closer to them?
No, we're here. They're all
No,
Hey,
You can't.
They're probably.
You would have to make a check to go through that into the trees, and you're not going to move as very far.
Always stealth and hide. You know, always stealth and hide. We can't go that far.
Yeah, but Mr. B, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stand there.
That's a good point.
yeah, all I
Yeah,
want is
Where were
me
you
and Dan.
before?
Actually, why aren't
I
they
was
coming?
directly on top of Nick. Where
You're
Nick was, I
standing
was.
right here. Wait, DK, why aren't they going after Billy?
Well,
Billy's
I
an
haven't
elf.
moved them again to see Billy. Originally, Rampage Billy was kind of in the back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Billy isn't out.
Oh, you have.
We have advantage as elves for stealth in forests.
Good news, they have advantage against y'all as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have advantage against, if there are elves, they gain advantage.
Okay, I have a question.
They're especially grumpy.
Billy is an elf, right?
Yes.
I get confused.
He is your brother.
So Billy also tries to vanish.
Roll it again, but with advantage.
Now roll.
A little better.
A little better? A little better.
A little better. Alright.
I'm one off of doubling that score.
Okay. So, at this point, combat is about to happen. Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Excellent. I need everyone who went into stealth to roll a stealth check at disadvantage. Who managed to succeed it.
Because you're at disadvantage. Just do it.
So re-roll it at disadvantage.
Yes.
Yes.
As now spiders are coming out of the forest that you went into stealth. Oh, hold on, guys.
Okay. I'm still invisible.
And Billy?
Rampage, you have to roll again, because for Billy.
What?
Yeah, but my character is still invisible. Really undetermined.
Yeah, I'm just reminding you have to roll a second time for Billy.
He's done it. Oh dear, Billy.
Billy.
Dan's a maybe.
Is a maybe. It would be a hard, right?
Probably.
Well, I'm okay with killing the spiders.
Yeah, spiders
Problem
would
is that- Problem is that now that the spiders are here, the others will notice you.
Well, unless the spiders don't go for me specifically. Right?
Sorry
Go
about
for
that.
Yeah,
everyone,
they might be too
including
busy
the
for-
wildmen. Maybe I won't get directly targeted and I could stay still for a few seconds.
Well, you also have to remember that they're wildmen, so.
Yeah.
By the
They
way,
may see me anyway with their perception.
Mr. B,
They may
with the
also be working for
spiders,
Shelob.
with the spiders,
What?
you have determined that
Who?
the spiders and
Sheila.
the wild men are in.
In which case they would need to all die.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
She-
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was still muted. I'm sorry. A family member came in and said, "Hey, someone had to go to work early." Okay. Anyway, Mr. B, you may notice with the rise of the spiders coming out, you have a good idea on who they serve. These wild men serve a spider.
Hey, I was right. They do serve Shelob.
Well, probably little brother or something. Sister, maybe?
I don't think Shelob has siblings.
Actually,
is
apparently
it?
the wild men are they worship the giant spiders, and there's apparently a whole bunch of them. The book has
Mirkwood's
different
full
spiders
of-
that they can serve, and then these characters have what's called a thrall ability, where they can sacrifice themselves to protect the spiders.
So if you
There's
start
lots
shooting
of
those
giant
spiders, then you get...
spiders throughout
Yeah.
Mirkwood.
Well, I mean, there's no reason to kill the spiders yet.
Well, there's no
Yeah, there is.
there's no big spiders. These are like thousands of little tiny spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Much,
Which are actually much scarier.
Basically, they're kind of they're trying to force you out of your concealment.
Yep, time to kill all
Oh,
the
so I'm
spiders.
invisible from the spiders and everyone. My character is invisible from everything. Nothing can see him. Nothing.
No, I'm looking at that 9. No.
No, that 8 is for
Billy.
Billy.
No, he made another one up there that's a 9.
That was before you told him to roll at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
That was his.
Okay, I
Is
see.
that-
The 22 is his.
No, it's him.
Okay.
That was his.
But Rampage, every turn you will have to re-roll at disadvantage to stay in stealth.
But it'll let you get off a really good attack.
Mm-hmm.
At least one of them.
Now, if only he had that ability that let him make a free shot at the beginning of the combat.
Yeah.
Or if only he was level 4 where he got to attack twice. Oh well.
I don't think that's is that at level 4?
You get your second attack at level 4.
All right, so everyone, I will pull up the turn timer. Everyone, go ahead and roll for initiative.
So have they attacked us?
They're charging in front to attack y'all.
Okay. Alright, so
Are they
Yeah,
attacking us or just the elves?
They're attacking everyone, but they're specifically going after the elves more exclusively than the rest of y'all.
I rolled a 6. Well, I'm just not good at rolling for advantage anymore.
It's okay, save all your luck for the damage rolls.
yeah.
A 0.
Hey, Chris,
Okay.
do these count as servants of the enemy?
No.
Okay. I mean, it does technically include spiders.
Yeah, but these spiders have to serve the Dark Lord. I think. Because the
And
undead...
these spiders are just hungry, possibly.
Yes. Yes. You are food, essentially. Okay, so... Rampage, Dan, and Physician, can you both roll me a D20?
Hang on.
I need to see which of you go first, because you all
No,
rolled
there's
20.
something wrong here. There's no way I can roll a 20.
It says it's plus your initiative of 2.
No. What? I rolled a 5. It says me for the dog. The dog rolled a 20.
Oh, the dog rolled a 20. Okay. Well, so I need you to roll a dice for the dog then, because 3 people rolled 20, and I need to figure out who actually goes first.
What are we rolling? Another D20?
Yeah, no, I just want to see, like, in what order y'all would go in. Okay. Doggy goes first. He gets a 22. And Rampage rolled a 6. So Dan goes first. There we go. I think that's right, guys? Yeah, that looks right.
Well, then you need to fix where the doctor is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me a 5.
let's see. Whoops. I didn't go far enough. Hello, Kitty. Can I help you? He kind of said he wants the window. Okay. Anyone else do... Yeah. Okay, these guys need a turn as well. Okay. The Wildmen go last. Okay, go ahead and Mr. B Dog, go first.
So they're charging to attack us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he is going to basically use his turn to help me.
Okay.
So he's going to be, guarding and distracting in essence.
These are some very large tiles, I just realized. Well, there are a lot of them.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there is.
Apparently, I take up,
3?
let's see. I take up, 50 square feet.
Hey, you have to go on
You're
that
just
new
kind of
Atlas
fat. You're like 10 foot across. That's all.
I'm 10 foot across and I'm 5 feet wide.
Okay, I'm curious. Is
Put on
this
some
something
weight.
you want me to fix?
No, I just thought that's funny.
Okay. No,
Well, it does
I didn't
kinda-
intend this to be... I originally intended this to be a thematic map, so that's why I had the squares.
Hmm.
I don't like these wild.
So wait, then why are we fighting on it, DK?
So,
Wasn't my original plan for this to be a fight scene,
Why is it a fight scene then?
because I changed my plans.
I'm going to step out of the forest and engage this fellow. Am I in
Yeah.
sunlight?
Someone that wants to
Okay, go for it.
destroy you. Want to destroy you even more.
Hi-ya.
Am I in sunlight? Or is it shadowy?
It would be sunlight, because you stepped out of the trees.
Nope. No advantage. Okay. I will attack the one in front of me.
gosh, roll for that damage.
Blink.
He only gets like +9 to hit, no biggie.
It's just +9. Let's see. That would leave him with 11 hit points.
Actually, can't you
Wow.
use your
This is bad news bears.
By the way, their armor class, just for y'all's knowledge, it's 13.
Doesn't that get like super pierce?
Try again, and I will miss.
Oh wow. Yeah, like their armor class is essentially like there was no description of the materials for their armor, like is normal for most characters. So I made the joke on their character sheet that's leaves.
Okay.
But that
It
wouldn't
could be
actually
leaves
offer
and,
any protection.
Cloth.
I'd like that as leaves in that case.
You would have to roll like a 5 to get past.
Okay, Rampage, your turn. People like drawing for some reason.
I don't know what I should do.
Shoot one of them.
You should shoot something in the face.
Yeah. Preferably in the face.
I mean, I suppose the groin is also okay, but the face, the leg, the chest. The face is preferable.
Oh,
Even
How
if
about right in the eye? How about right in the eye?
even if they request you not